Who does not know this golden box? Okay, listen up. Okay, this is my absolute favorite skincare line. It is the easiest thing in the world to sell. Why? Because your customers will see a facelift in 5-10 minutes. Okay? How many of you are either the age of 40 or above, or have customers who are the age of 40 or above? Okay. Every single one of you who are age 40 and above should be on this product. If you're not, switch to it. If you have customers that are 40 or above, this is what you're going to give them. This product is patented, so nobody else will ever have this product. This product was in research and development for six years, okay? When this product came out, I'm like, can't possibly be that good. But I decided to do a 30-day test on half my face. Ooh. Okay? 30 days. Because I said, I am not going to be able to show this if I don't believe in it, right? So you guys need to do this as well. It is not that hard. I did 30 days on half my face with this product, 30 days in the regular Miracle Set. Within 10 days, people were telling me I needed to do my whole face. And I looked like I had a stroke. That is true. It was lifting so much. Now, I want y'all to understand, I couldn't see it on myself. We didn't have all the pictures that are out there now to compare them to at that time. I couldn't see it. So my hairdresser actually took a picture of me with it on half face. And that was at 10 days. I still show that picture today. Why? Because everybody can pick out what side I used it on. So let me tell you a little bit about the product. This has all 5 steps of skincare. It has a cleanser and toner. It is a foaming sudsy cleanser. So this is good for all skin types. Someone who is combination oily is going to love it because it's sudsy. Someone who is normal to dry is going to love it because it's creamy. You only use a teeny tiny bit. If you use too much, you're going to be rinsing it off and rinsing it off and rinsing it off and rinsing it off. So a green pea size. So it lasts for at least 6 months. Your second step is the lifting serum. Now ladies, although this bottle is tall, there's only an ounce in here. What I tell my customers is to put 1 drop of water on their finger, because it's a very thick cream. And for me, it goes on easier if it is a little bit damp. Now, don't do this. Do this, okay? Get it on there. What I do is I have them wash their whole face with the cleanser, and then they pick a side, and I say, you pick out whichever side you want to put it on, and I have them put it on from here to below the jawline, okay, and then half the forehead. Make sure they get it below the jawline and on the jawline, because that's where they're going to see a lot of results. All right, so that's cleansing the whole face, this on half. Then you have the day cream, which is your daytime moisturizer. It gives you 12 hours of moisture, and it has an SPF 30. All of our skincare products that have SPF are endorsed by the Skin Cancer Foundation, and they're broad spectrum, meaning UVA and UVB rays protection. So 12 hours of moisture, again, half the face. The night cream is 12 hours of moisture, and it has retinol, which if you have ever been to a dermatologist, if you got anything going on with your skin, what's the first thing they're going to give you? A prescription for retinol or Retin-A. Okay, so one of the things you do want to ask them is, can they use a sunscreen, and can they use retinol? There are a lot of people who have sensitivities to sunscreen. You can mix and match this set. So if you had somebody who has a sensitivity to sunscreen, have them use the regular Timewise without the sunscreen moisturizer. What I do when I'm facialing them is I have them try the night cream on the inside of their wrist. Retinol is a gentle exfoliant, and it will cause them to, they don't want to use it during the day because it'll give you fresh skin and they'll burn more. So I either put it on their neck or on the inside of their wrist, just so they can feel it. Another thing about these, they've been completely remade, the day and the night cream, and they do not have any preservatives, so the customer cannot get into them. However, we have found there's still not it is still a little bit tricky on this. So what I have found is that, first of all, you want to take the larger button and you want to pump it several times so that it will prime. Okay, and then it comes out of the small little circle. Do not let your customer poke a hole in that circle. I had one that tried to do that. Okay, another thing, if they're having trouble with it coming out, if it's not priming, do this. Or turn it over. Okay, that, for whatever it is, this is like a vacuum. And it has a plate on the bottom, and it kind of spins, and it comes up from the bottom. The plate rises, okay? So for whatever reason, some of them are getting stuck. So I would suggest you just do this before you leave it with them, okay? And let them know why you're doing it. But they're not to open it. Just let them know that it has to be primed, and sometimes it takes a little bit. Okay, so next is the eye cream. Now the eye cream is unbelievable. First of all, when they have their own, this is a Zamac metal, which means that it's very cold. And if you look up Zamac metal, they use it a lot of times for sports, especially like boxing. When the boxers get socked in the eye and their eye swells up, they put a metal ball. So what you do with this is you don't do this, like you squirt it in their tray, teeny tiny bit. But when they have their own, I explain to them, you're just going to squirt out a little bit. You're going to tap it under the eye. You're going to turn it over to the ball side, and you're going to massage it in. Now here's something that I want you to remember. The skin in the eye area is the thinnest on the body, especially the eyelid. So you want to keep it out here. And during the day, at night, they can go up under the eyebrow. I tell them, don't go down here. It's going to get there. And it can literally, any eye cream can literally go through the eye, skin and into the eye, because that skin is so thin. So just make sure you tell them. Another thing, this is going to last you about 6 months. When this first came out, I had a customer, a gentleman, who I facialed with this, and he was blown away. And he said, you'll never get to my wife, but I know what I'm going to do, because I know she's going to love this. He said, I'm going to try it, and I'm not going to tell her I'm using it. I'm going to hide it. And I'm going to see how long it takes her to notice. 3 days. 3 days. He said, my wife wants to meet with you. So I facialed her. She bought the whole thing. So now they have 2. Okay? And I also do microdermabrasion on half the face as well, after the cleanser. Okay? Just so you know, I sell the microderm without every single time. So his wife started using it. She called me in 3 days, and she said, I just want you to know, I have seen more results from your eye cream in 3 days than I have in Lancome's eye cream for a year. Wow. And I said, wow, do you mind me asking how much you spent for that eye cream? And she said, $150 a tube. Wow. Wow. Ladies, our tube, if you buy it separately, is $42. If they buy it together as a set, they're saving $38. So they're almost getting the eye cream for free. Another thing that I want you to know is this gives all the science, but on the back is an order of application and a way to tell them, remember to prime that pump. So point this out to them because they may forget. But also in the revamping of the product, they've got the product in the box in the order of application. Okay, so that's good. All right. Another thing, when that customer started using their skincare, about a week, 10 days after she started using it, she called me again. She said, I just want you to know, I posted a new picture of myself on Facebook, and a friend of mine wanted to know if I'd had a facelift. Wow.
So will you tell them what your dermatologist told you?
Oh, yeah, I can tell that. About 2 months after I started using it, so now I was using it on both sides of my face. I I go to see my dermatologist, and I was raised in Florida. I have pink undertones, in case you hadn't noticed. And I was raised in Florida on a lake, and my best friend was Hispanic, and I wanted to look just like her. So my summers were spent with baby oil and iodine on the dock like this. Okay? So I see my dermatologist very, very regularly. I've had a lot of skin cancers taken off. And I went in with no makeup, and she said, "How are you?" I said, "Great. I just want you to tell me what you see." And she goes, "Why? What's wrong?" I said, "There's nothing wrong. I just want you to tell me what you see." So she looks with her little whatever. She steps back. She looks again. She goes, "What does Mary Kay have now?" And I said, "Why? What did you see?" She looks again. She says, "Well, I can see that you're absolutely reversing aging."
Wow.
And she says, "I have never seen anything that actually works in this price point until now." And she says, "This rivals what I have in my office, which is Obagi, which is $500 to $700 a set."
Wow.
Okay? So, this is the easiest skincare to sell. Every time I sit down with a woman who's 40 or above, and they don't have to be 40 to use it. I have some 30-year-olds that use it. They're like, "Why?" It's going to be the best. But I sit down with them, and they want it all. And it's $338 before I even start with lipstick. But that's the whole set: microdermabrasion, satin lips, lip primer, foundation brush cleaner. Yes, ma'am.
I just had my first one that I sold. She texted me on Friday morning and she said, "Am I crazy? I think I really notice a difference. I think it might be in my head. I'm seriously thinking my dark circles are less, my skin is firmer, and brighter. I'm nuts, right?"
So what I want you guys to know is there's pictures out there. I have pictures, and I'll forward them to you as well. I'll forward them to Vicki, and Alina can send them out. Please get before and after pictures of your customers. When you do the facial, take that close-up, side-by-side picture. A lot of times she doesn't see it herself. I didn't see it myself. But let me tell you where you're going to see it. If she has these lines that are quite noticeable, that's where you're going to see it. If she has lines in here, that's what she's going to see. If she has this little thing hanging right here, this is where she's going to see it. And if she has lines around her eyes, that's where she's going to see it. Another thing that I'll do too is I will stand them up and I will put them in front of a mirror on a wall. And if I don't have one, then I hold the little mirror up and I will get behind them and I'll put my fingers right here. And many times it's like this.
One's higher than the other.
Yes, one definitely higher than the other. But you have to very carefully put your fingers right at the same spot, but you will find it's like this. So what you do is by the time you're finished explaining this product to them, they're going to see it. Okay? So, I mean, Anita, I did the exact same thing to Anita. She was a customer of mine, did the exact same thing with Vicki. Did you guys not see it on the first try? Right. Okay? So they will see it. They won't, and I tell people, when I book an appointment with them, I tell them, I promise you, I ask them, tell me about your skin. May I ask how old you are? And if they tell me Timewise Repair, I say I'll show you a facelift in 5 minutes, guaranteed. If you don't have this picture, you gotta get it. I made a poster out of it for the weekend for an event I went to. This is 4 progressive pictures. She's 69 and a half, and this is 90 days. Okay, so I did an event, and I always feature the Timewise Repair. So I had it made up. And when you do it, blow it up in the biggest poster that you can get anyway, $17 at Office Depot with our discount. So it's very, and laminated, so. And that retails for $205. All right, and sometimes you might want to encourage them to get the, I forgot to tell you, the lifting serum is going to go first. It's going to last about 2 months. The day cream and the night cream is going to last about 3 months. Questions, anybody?